1. The shocking morning habit that changed her body in just days. She thought it was just another kitchen ingredient. Until she started eating garlic every single day and noticed dramatic changes happening faster than she ever imagined. From energy levels to digestion and circulation, her transformation became impossible to ignore. 2. Why garlic works like nature's hidden medicine. Most people use garlic only for flavor, but very few understand what actually happens inside the body after eating it daily. This section reveals the powerful compounds in garlic and why ancient cultures treated it like medicine for centuries. 3. The dangerous mistakes people make when eating garlic. Many people eat garlic the wrong way and destroy most of its benefits without realizing it. Timing, preparation, and quantity matter more than most people think, and one small mistake can completely change the results. 4. What happened to her heart, blood pressure, and energy levels after weeks of consistent garlic use. The changes became visible not only physically but internally. Her circulation improved, her body felt lighter, and even her daily fatigue began disappearing faster than expected. 5. The unexpected effect garlic had on immunity and aging. What surprised her most was not just feeling healthier, it was looking healthier. Garlic's natural compounds may help support the immune system, reduce inflammation, and slow some visible signs of aging when used consistently. 6. Should everyone eat garlic every day? The truth, most people ignore garlic is powerful, but it's not perfect for everyone. This final section explains who should be careful, the safest ways to consume it, and how to use garlic correctly to maximize benefits without harming the body. Imagine waking up one morning, looking in the mirror, and realizing your body feels completely different. More energy, lighter digestion, clearer skin, and a stronger feeling inside your chest. That's exactly what happened. Ned to one woman after she started doing something so simple that most people completely ignore it every single day. She ate garlic daily, and what happened next shocked even health experts. But here's the surprising part: the biggest changes didn't happen after months. Some effects started appearing incredibly fast. In today's speech, you'll discover what garlic really does inside the human body, why ancient civilizations treated it like natural medicine, the hidden mistakes that destroy its benefits, and the science-backed reasons so many people are now adding garlic to their daily routine. But be careful, because there's also a dangerous side most people never talk about. If you eat garlic the wrong way, you may actually harm your body instead of helping it. So before you take your next bite, make sure you watch this complete speech, because the final section could completely change the way you use garlic forever. At first, she didn't expect anything unusual to happen. Garlic had always. I's been sitting quietly in her kitchen like an ordinary ingredient used for cooking meals and adding flavor to food. But one day, after hearing people talk about its incredible health effects, she decided to try something simple. Every morning, she started eating garlic consistently. She believed maybe it would help a little with her energy or digestion, but she had no idea how quickly her body would begin to react. Within just a few days, she noticed something strange. Her body felt lighter. The constant heaviness and sluggish feeling she normally carried in the morning started fading away. She began waking up with more energy and mental clarity instead of feeling exhausted before the day even started. What shocked her most was how fast these changes seemed to appear. As the days continued, another unexpected transformation began happening inside her body. Her digestion improved dramatically. The bloating and discomfort she used to feel after meals slowly became less noticeable. It contains powerful natural compounds that may help support healthy digestion and reduce harmful bacteria inside the gut. Many people underestimate how important digestive health is, but when the gut starts functioning better, the entire body can feel different. Suddenly she felt more comfortable after eating. Her stomach felt calmer, and even her appetite became more balanced. It was as if her body was finally working the way it was supposed to. But the biggest surprise came when she noticed changes in her circulation and overall stamina. Garlic has been studied for its potential role in supporting blood flow and heart health because of compounds like allicin, which become active when garlic is crushed or chopped. She began feeling warmer in her hands and feet, less tired during daily activities, and more physically active without becoming exhausted so quickly. Tasks that normally drained her energy suddenly felt easier. Even climbing stairs or walking long distances no longer felt like a struggle. She couldn't believe that something sitting in her kitchen the entire time could have such a strong effect on her body. Then came the changes people around her started noticing. Friends told her she looked healthier and more refreshed. Her skin appeared clearer, and the tired look on her face seemed reduced. Garlic contains antioxidants that may help the body fight oxidative stress and inflammation, two major factors linked to aging and fatigue. While garlic is not magic, daily consistency appeared to create small changes that slowly built into something noticeable. That was the moment she realized this wasn't just in her imagination. However, what made her story even more powerful was discovering that most people never unlock garlic's real benefits because they use it incorrectly. Cooking garlic immediately after cutting it can destroy some of the active compounds responsible for many of its potential effects. She learned to crush the garlic and let it sit briefly, before eating or cooking it, allowing the beneficial compounds to develop properly. This tiny adjustment made a huge difference and completely changed the way she viewed food and natural health forever for thousands of years. Garlic has been respected by civilizations around the world, not just as food, but as a powerful natural remedy. Ancient Egyptians gave it to workers for strength and endurance, Greek athletes reportedly used it before competitions, and traditional healers across Asia and the Middle East believed garlic could protect the body from illness and weakness. What makes this tiny ingredient so fascinating is that modern science has now started uncovering reasons why people trusted it for centuries. Hidden inside every clove are sulfur-containing compounds, antioxidants, and plant chemicals that can influence multiple systems inside the body at the same time. That is why so many people are shocked when they begin eating garlic consistently and notice changes happening much faster than expected. One of the most important compounds in garlic is called allicin. This substance forms when garlic is crushed or chopped, and it is believed to be responsible for many of garlic's strongest effects. Allicin has been studied for its antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-inflammatory properties. In simple words, it may help the body fight harmful microbes while also supporting natural healing processes. This is one reason many people claim they feel stronger and healthier after making garlic part of their daily routine. Some even notice fewer seasonal illnesses or a faster recovery when they do get sick. Garlic does not act like a miracle drug, but it may help support the body's natural defense systems in ways most people never expect from ordinary food. Another reason garlic is considered so powerful is because of its effect on circulation and heart health. Healthy blood flow is critical for nearly every organ in the body. When circulation becomes poor, people often feel tired, weak, mentally foggy, or physically drained. Studies suggest garlic may help support healthy blood pressure and improve blood vessel function by encouraging better relaxation of the arteries. That means oxygen and nutrients can move more efficiently throughout the body. This could explain why many people report feeling more energetic and active after eating garlic regularly. Instead of relying only on stimulants like caffeine for energy, improving circulation may naturally help the body perform better throughout the day. Garlic is also rich in antioxidants, which play an important role in protecting cells from damage caused by oxidative stress. Every day, the body is exposed to stress from poor sleep, processed foods, pollution, and aging itself. Over time, this damage may contribute to inflammation and visible signs of aging. Antioxidants help neutralize some of these harmful effects. This is why some people notice healthier-looking skin, improved vitality, and a strong feeling overall after regularly consuming antioxidant-rich foods like garlic. What surprises many experts is that garlic seems to influence multiple systems simultaneously instead of targeting just one issue. It may support digestion, circulation, immunity, metabolism, and inflammation all at once. That combination is extremely rare in natural foods. However, the secret most people do not realize is that garlic's power depends heavily on how it is prepared. Crushing fresh garlic and allowing it to rest for several minutes before cooking may help preserve its active compounds. Without this step, many of the beneficial substances may never fully develop, causing people to miss the very effects that make garlic so special in the first place. Most people believe that simply adding garlic to food is enough to unlock all of its health benefits, but the truth is far more complicated. In fact, many people destroy the most powerful compounds in garlic before they ever reach the body. And they may eat garlic regularly for weeks and still never experience the dramatic effects others talk about. The difference often comes down to preparation, timing, and quantity. Small mistakes can completely change the results, and this is exactly why some people swear garlic transformed their health, while others say it did absolutely nothing. One of the biggest mistakes people make is cooking garlic immediately after chopping it. Garlic contains natural sulfur compounds, but the most important one, called allicin, does not actually exist until garlic is crushed or cut. When the cells inside garlic break open, an enzyme reaction begins that creates this powerful compound. However, if garlic is exposed to high heat too quickly, that reaction can stop before the allicin fully develops. In simple words, many people accidentally destroy garlic's strongest benefits within seconds of preparing it. Experts often recommend letting crushed garlic sit for several minutes before cooking so that beneficial compounds have enough time to form properly. This tiny step may completely change how effective garlic becomes inside the body. Another major mistake is eating too much garlic too fast. Some people hear about its benefits and immediately start consuming large amounts every day, believing more garlic means faster results. But garlic is extremely potent, and excessive intake can irritate the stomach, trigger acid reflux, cause bloating, or even lead to digestive discomfort. For certain people, especially those with sensitive stomachs, eating raw garlic aggressively can create more problems than benefits. The body responds best to consistency and balance, not overload. A moderate amount consumed regularly is usually far more effective than shocking the body with excessive intake. Timing is another factor most people ignore. Eating garlic late at night on an empty stomach may cause discomfort or heartburn in some individuals, while others tolerate it perfectly. Some people find it easier to digest when combined with meals, while others prefer small amounts earlier in the day. This is why blindly copying internet trends can sometimes backfire. Everybody reacts differently, and understanding personal tolerance is extremely important before turning garlic into a daily habit. Many people also make the mistake of relying only on garlic supplements instead of fresh garlic. While supplements can contain certain compounds, fresh garlic often provides a more complete combination of natural plant chemicals and active nutrients. The problem is that not all supplements are created equally. Some lose potency during processing, while others may not contain the same level of active compounds people expect. This is why many health experts still prefer fresh garlic whenever possible. Perhaps the most dangerous mistake is assuming garlic is harmless for everyone. Garlic can interact with certain medications, especially blood thinners, because it may influence circulation, and clotting. Some individuals may also experience allergic reactions or digestive irritation. This is why using garlic wisely matters more than simply using a lot of it. The people who benefit the most are usually the ones who understand that natural remedies work best when they are used correctly, patiently, and consistently, instead of aggressively following extreme health trends they see online at first. The changes were subtle enough that she almost ignored them. She simply noticed that everyday tasks no longer felt as exhausting as before. Walking upstairs became easier, long afternoons no longer drained all of her energy, and she stopped feeling that constant heaviness in her body that had slowly become normal over the years. But as the weeks passed, the effects became too obvious to dismiss. Something inside her body was changing, and one of the biggest differences appeared to happen in her circulation and overall cardiovascular health. Before adding garlic to her routine, he often experienced fatigue that seemed impossible to explain. Even after sleeping, her body still felt tired. Her hands and feet sometimes felt cold, and she struggled with the sluggish feeling that many people mistake as a normal part of aging or stress. What she did not realize was that healthy blood flow plays a major role in how energized the body feels every single day. Blood carries oxygen and nutrients to every organ, muscle, and tissue. When circulation becomes less efficient, the body can start feeling weak, mentally foggy, and physically drained. After consistently eating garlic, she began noticing a warmth and lightness in her body that she had not felt in years. Scientists believe garlic may help support healthy circulation because of compounds that can encourage blood vessels to relax more effectively. Better vessel function may help blood move more smoothly through the body, reducing unnecessary strain on the cardiovascular system. This could explain why many people report feeling more active and less fatigued after making garlic part of their routine. In her case, the changes seemed to happen surprisingly fast. She no longer felt out of breath during simple activities, and her stamina slowly improved week after week. Another unexpected difference appeared during her routine health checkups. Her blood pressure readings began showing improvement. While garlic is not a replacement for medical treatment, Research has suggested that certain compounds in garlic may help support healthier blood pressure levels in some individuals. This happens partly because garlic may influence the production of substances involved in relaxing blood vessels and improving circulation. For her, seeing those numbers improve became one of the most motivating moments in her journey. It was proof that the changes she felt inside her body were not just psychological. Her energy levels also began shifting in ways she never expected. Instead of depending heavily on caffeine or sugary snacks to stay awake throughout the day, she felt naturally more stable and alert. Many people rely on temporary stimulants because their bodies are struggling with poor sleep, stress, inflammation, or inefficient circulation. Garlic does not create artificial energy like caffeine. Instead, its potential benefits may support the systems that help the body produce and maintain energy naturally. That difference is extremely important because real vitality comes from improving the body's internal function, not simply masking exhaustion. Even emotionally, she started feeling different. Constant fatigue can slowly damage motivation, confidence, and mood without people realizing it. As her body became more energized, she felt mentally stronger and more productive. Small daily improvements began building into major life changes. She became more active, more focused, and more confident in her overall health. What started as a simple kitchen habit eventually transformed the way she viewed food wellness, and the connection between natural ingredients and the body's ability to heal and perform at a much higher level. What surprised her most was not the extra energy or the improved digestion. It was the way her body began defending itself differently. Before she started eating garlic regularly, she was the kind of person who constantly felt run down. Seasonal illnesses seemed to hit her harder than everyone else. Small infections took longer to disappear, and her body often felt like it was fighting something in the background. But after weeks of consistent garlic use, she began noticing that she was getting sick less often and recovering much faster whenever she did feel unwell. At first, she thought it was coincidence, but over time the pattern became impossible to ignore. Garlic contains natural compounds that researchers believe may help support the immune system in several ways. One of the most studied compounds is allicin, which forms when garlic is crushed or PPD. Allicin and other sulfur-containing compounds may help the body respond more effectively against harmful bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Unlike medications that target a single problem, garlic appears to influence multiple defense mechanisms at the same time. This is one reason garlic has been used for centuries during periods of illness and weakness across many cultures around the world. Ancient healers may not have understood the science, but they understood the results people experienced after using it regularly. As her immune system appeared to strengthen, another unexpected transformation started happening externally. Friends and family began telling her she looked healthier. Her skin appeared brighter, the tired appearance around her face seemed reduced, and she looked more refreshed overall. What many people do not realize is that inflammation and oxidative stress can silently affect how the body ages. Poor sleep, processed foods, stress, pollution, and chronic inflammation slowly damage cells over time. This damage does not only happen internally. It also becomes visible through dull skin, low energy, and premature signs of aging. Garlic is naturally rich in antioxidants, which help the body neutralize unstable molecules called free radicals. These molecules contribute to cellular damage and aging when they build up excessively. Antioxidants work like protective shields inside the body, helping reduce some of that damage before it spreads further. This is why many people who consistently consume antioxidant-rich foods often appear healthier and more energetic over time. In her case, the changes were gradual but noticeable. She did not suddenly look younger overnight, but she began looking more alive, more rested, and more vibrant than before. Another hidden benefit she experienced was reduced inflammation throughout her body. Chronic inflammation has been linked to many long-term health problems, including fatigue, stiffness, and even cardiovascular issues. Garlic's natural compounds may help calm certain inflammatory responses inside the body, which could explain why some people report feeling physically lighter and more comfortable after making it part of their diet. She noticed less heaviness in her joints, better recovery after physical activity, and an overall sense of improved well-being that affected her daily life in ways she never expected. The most powerful realization for her was understanding that aging is not only about years passing. It is also about how the body handles stress, inflammation, and cellular damage over time. While garlic is not a magical cure or fountain of youth, its combination of antioxidants, immune-supporting compounds, and anti-inflammatory properties may help the body function more efficiently as the years go by. That simple daily habit slowly changed the way she viewed health forever, because she finally realized that some of the most powerful tools for protecting the body may already exist quietly. Typically inside the foods people overlook every single day after hearing stories about garlic transforming people's health, many individuals immediately assume that everyone should start eating large amounts every single day. But the truth is more complicated than most people realize. Garlic is powerful, and like many powerful natural substances, its effects depend heavily on the person using it, the amount being consumed, and the condition of the body itself. While some people experience incredible benefits from making garlic part of their routine, others may experience discomfort, side effects, or even dangerous interactions if they use it incorrectly. That is why understanding the full truth about garlic matters far more than blindly following trends online. For healthy individuals, moderate garlic consumption may provide support for circulation, digestion, immunity, and inflammation management. Many studies suggest garlic contains compounds that may help support heart health and health. Why blood pressure levels? Its antioxidants may also help protect cells from oxidative stress, which contributes to aging and fatigue. But natural does not automatically mean harmless. Some people wrongly believe that because garlic comes from food, they can consume unlimited amounts without consequences. In reality, excessive garlic intake can create serious problems for certain individuals. One of the most common issues is digestive irritation. Raw garlic is extremely potent and can be difficult for sensitive stomachs to tolerate. Some people experience acid reflux, stomach pain, bloating, nausea, or burning sensations after eating too much garlic, especially on an empty stomach. Others may develop bad breath and strong body odor due to the sulfur compounds released during digestion. These effects are not dangerous for most people, but they can become uncomfortable enough to make daily use difficult. However, the more serious concern involves medication interactions. Garlic made naturally. Ally influence blood clotting and circulation. Because of this, people who take blood-thinning medications or prepare for surgery are often advised to be cautious with high garlic intake. Combining large amounts of garlic with certain medications could potentially increase the risk of bleeding. This is one reason health professionals always recommend speaking with a doctor before using garlic aggressively as part of a health routine, especially for people managing medical conditions. Another mistake people make is believing that raw garlic is always superior. While raw garlic can preserve more active compounds, not everyone's digestive system can handle it comfortably. Light cooking may reduce some potency, but it can also make garlic easier to tolerate. The safest and most effective approach for many people is consistency rather than intensity. Small daily amounts often provide more sustainable benefits than extreme consumption. Some individuals prefer mixing garlic into meals, while others use crushed garlic with honey or warm foods to reduce irritation. There is also an important difference between using garlic as support and treating it like a miracle cure. Garlic may help support healthy body function, but it cannot replace proper sleep, balanced nutrition, exercise, hydration, or medical care. Some people expect one ingredient to completely reverse years of unhealthy habits, and when that does not happen instantly, they become disappointed. Real health improvements usually come from combining multiple healthy behaviors consistently over time. The most important lesson is that garlic works best when used intelligently. The people who benefit most are usually the ones who respect both its strengths and its limits. They understand that natural remedies can support the body powerfully, but only when used with balance, patience, and awareness. Garlic is not magic, but for many people, it can become one small daily habit that slowly contributes to a stronger, healthier life. Healthier and more energized life when used the right way. So after hearing this entire story, one powerful truth becomes impossible to ignore. Sometimes the biggest transformations in human health begin with the smallest daily habits. Garlic is not an expensive supplement, a complicated treatment, or some secret discovered only by scientists. It is something that has existed quietly in kitchens for thousands of years, yet most people never truly understand what it may be capable of doing inside the body. From supporting circulation and digestion to helping the immune system and reducing inflammation, garlic has shown why ancient civilizations respected it long before modern science began studying it. But this speech was never really just about garlic. It was about understanding how the body responds when we consistently give it support instead of constant damage. Many people spend years searching for instant solutions while ignoring the simple habits that slowly shape their health every single day. The woman in this story did not transform her life overnight because of magic. Her results came from consistency, patience, and learning how to use natural tools correctly. Small improvements repeated daily eventually became visible changes in her energy, appearance, confidence, and overall well-being. At the same time, this story also teaches an important warning. Even natural remedies must be used wisely. Garlic is powerful, but more is not always better. Preparation matters, timing matters, and individual health conditions matter. What helps one person may irritate another, which is why balance and awareness are essential. Real health is never about extremes. It is about making intelligent choices repeatedly over time. The most fascinating part is realizing how many people may already have powerful, health-supporting foods sitting inside their own kitchens without appreciating their true value. Modern life often pushes people toward expensive trends and quick fixes which, the simple natural habits get ignored. Yet history repeatedly shows that some of the most effective health practices are often the ones people overlook because they appear too ordinary to be powerful. So the next time you see a simple clove of garlic, you may never look at it the same way again, because hidden inside that tiny ingredient is a reminder that the human body has an incredible ability to respond, repair, and improve when given the right support consistently. And sometimes one small decision repeated every day can slowly become the habit that changes an entire life forever.